Gotta say your rabbit, rabbit. See? Michelle. Good morning, Michelle. Everybody say rabbit, rabbit for a lucky November. We could stand to use a good lucky November. A good fortune. A November of good fortune. With enough of us saying it, we hooked up to YouTube. Tremendous. That's so good. Oh, I am sore. I am sore. So, setting your blocks aside, taking a moment to put out, and on Sunday morning I put out my new cards, and every 8 weeks I make a new layout, and so I never know. I've already built the cards that are going to come to me, but they're a surprise by the time they arrive, and they're just so beautiful. Belonging and gratitude. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Emily, it makes me think of your flowers. Isn't that beautiful? So put something out that when you pause and your eyes slip open, it's there. I have the stones that Jennifer brought me from Oregon, and I put them with the cards. You know, I have stones from Cheryl. I have shells. Things that people bring and remember, and we use them to hold that vibration, to give us reverence and give us pause. So if you don't have anything around you, give it a little love, give it a minute. And then in that space that is yours and no one else's, in that beauty that is yours and no one else's, sit tall and tune in. Rubbing your palms, slowing your breathing, closing your eyes. We tune in. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, rising to meet it all. We are alive this morning, this day. 3 times with me, inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders and roll your wrists and shake it out. Coming to stand, your playlist starts at first touch. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're just coming in. Set your blanket aside, start standing, sweep wide, inhaling up. And then exhale, touch opposite shoulders with your fingertips. And move immediately into the grace of your joints. Let there be the hint of a smile, the welcome of yourself into your own morning, into your own gesture, into your own organization. Clear the cobweb. In the nose, out the mouth, whatever's needed. Just closing your eyes, resettling. Give it another 10 seconds, just like this. The lift of the chin, the tuck of the chin. 3, 2, hands up high. Widen down, palms face forward, thumbs point up. Out, out, out the hands, and the feet step to the top of the mat. Interlace your fingers, step your left foot back. And then with your hands rising, bending your right knee, take your time, find it for a moment. Notice if you went too far. And then hands down on the exhalation. Inhale, rise. And exhale down. Take your time. Quicken it. Let it fall and rise. One more, and then keep your hands up high and take the hands to the right. Left heel square to the floor. Left hip square to the front. Hands dropping right, open the left palm, jaw, and face. To come upright. And hands down, step up to change. Right foot back, hands up high, bend the left knee. And then bring it down. Inhale, hands up high. Down. You're stretching your breath, you're stretching your body. And as you do, you're stretching your perspective. You're starting to see a little differently, outside and in. And then let it move. So that which was constrained or constricted in what we could see and what was possible in who we are starts to get a little bit more elastic. Hands up high, keep the left knee bent, go left. Anchor your right heel, open your right hip. Square the body to the front and go left, and go left. To upright, hands down, down dog. Good. So choosing hands on the floor, hands on blocks. Hands on blocks is actually advancing the work. So a lot of the time the blocks are a modification. Today I'm opening the shoulders a little bit more, so I add my blocks. Good. Child's pose. Hips to your heels, arms out long, palms on the blocks if you're using it. Heels of your hands on the back edge of the blocks, and the blocks are on the mat. Hands and knees, tuck your toes, hips up, down dog. So the arms open by pressing into the base of the thumbs, lifting the heart and the hips. Hands and knees breathing in. Child's pose, breathing out. Take your time. Good. Sweep wide, lift your hips, lift your hands. And then back down through child, tuck of the chin, drop your tail. Inhale, hands, knees, and out to dog. Now we begin to find the rhythm of this flow, and your pace is different from my pace because your body is different from my body. You may be quicker, you may be slower. Inhale at hands, knees, exhale through child. Inhale, rising, hands up high, a little bitty back bend, and fold. Inhaling, exhaling. And then letting it move at your own pace, we flow. One more and we will meet the next time you are in downward facing dog. Hips high, heels low, arms long. Setting your blocks aside, coming onto your back. Take your strap or a belt or a tea towel or any extra bit of fabric that you can use to go behind the knees, and then hold the outside of the knees. Hold the strap on the outside of the knees. Draw your elbows wide, bring your thighs close, and then press your heels up high, flex your feet, press your thighs into the strap, and then pull your elbows wide and pull your knees down. Inhale, heels up high. Exhale, bend your knees. So you're rinsing out the low back, the hips, the knees, even into the toes, elbows and chest. Inhale, exhale, and we'll stay right here just for a minute. And how hard you work is entirely your choice. And that's true right now, and it's true all day. Bend your knees and press up high. Your pace, your breath, make it yours. So later at the conclusion of class, we will do frog. And if being on your feet for frog is inappropriate for your heels, knees, hips, then this will be your frog. It's a tremendous release at the end and perfectly acceptable any day you choose. 3, 2, good, and 1, pausing. Set the strap aside. Bend your knees, hands on shins. Shake out your feet, your jaw, what's tight. And then left arm, left leg open out long. Exhale, hand to shin. Inhale, right leg, right hand overhead. Exhale, hand to shin. Inhale, left. Exhale, open right. Exhale. So you're only moving one side of your body at a time. Close your eyes. On your exhalation, you're drawing your navel to your spine. Work here, or if you choose, revisiting our Nabi Kriya, the legs, extend the arms out wide, exhale, knees to chest, just for 30 seconds. That it's from this center point that we take our greatest, wisest, most sure-footed action from the navel out into the world, out into the steps we take, moving from place to place, changing our geography, out into our arms, changing our reality. Inhale, open, exhale, close, that you are a participant from the center to the periphery. Inhale, exhale for 4, 3, such a good reminder, 2. One more, and then pausing. You are more than you know. Left foot to the floor, left hand to thigh, draw your right knee back, broaden your chest. Pausing here. Or raise your right heel over your knee, holding behind the knee, the outer ankle, the outer foot. Bring your right knee down, half happy baby. Deep, smooth breath into the hips. Broaden across the collarbones. And changing sides. Right hand to right thigh, left knee comes in. Holding behind the knee. the outer ankle or the outer foot. Draw your left knee down. Good. And then 2 feet down, putting a block between your thighs and a block beside you. Lift your hips and take them over to the right. Draw your heels the height of your knees, arms wide, and drop your left outer knee to or toward that block. Set it up. Any support you need. If you don't need it, set it aside. And then inhale back into the center. Good. Exhale. Bring it across. And then inhale, bring it up. Exhaling across to stay. Left hand drops to the right outer thigh. Right arm wide. And the right hand reaches overhead and then sweeps wide out to the side and down. Opening wide, up overhead. And out and down. When the right arm is wide, pause. Soften your inner thighs toward the block. Soften your pelvis and your hips. Drop your right shoulder. Softly inviting your right hip away from your right shoulder. To the center. So, feet flat, hips neutral. Block goes on the right-hand side. Hips go up and over to the left. Knees bend. And drop to the right. Inhaling to center. And dropping right. So as the shoulders stay square here, and the knees turn the pelvis, you're turning through the spine, pausing with your outer knee to the block or the floor. Right hand now to the left thigh. And then bring it into the chest with your left hand high. Sweep across the floor down towards your hips. Inhaling up open. And then down. To inhale. And to exhale. And then left arm wide and stay. Softening the inner thigh, soften the breath, drop into the center of your belly button. Drop your shoulders. And to the center. Set your block aside. And you set up for your stretch pose. Now, if you're working on full stretch pose and you want to be able to just do this for the 1.5 minutes, you're welcome to set yourself up and get started. Otherwise, we will make our way in with modifications. First one, head and shoulders to the floor, hands to the shins. Find a whisper of ha. Keep the breath, close your mouth. Now, if you're pregnant or you're on your cycle, I want you to have a long, smooth breath right here. Your choice. So lifting your head and shoulders, we go on. Close your mouth, keep the breath. Hands go out. Drawing your chest towards your thighs. Steady here. Or begin to take your left leg long. Broaden your shoulders, release the back of your neck. Tuck of the chin. Five, four, three. Keep the breath, change your legs. Becoming very steady. Close your eyes, no drama. No argument. 5, 4. Keep the breath, bend your knees, and gently legs go out long as you can, staying steady. If you need to pause part way, keep your low back on the floor. Steady. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend your knees, hands to shins, head, shoulders descend. Let the legs out for a moment. Open the hips, open the navel, 2 breaths. And knees to chest, hands on shins, elbows wrap in, lift your head and shoulders. Whisper of ha. Close the mouth, out the nose, tuck of the chin. If you need to, one hand across your shins, one hand behind your head. Soften your feet, soften your hips, soften the tension in your joints and allow yourself to curl to a ball. Tuck of the chin, you'll feel it right at the base of your skull. Five, 4, 3, 2. Keep it going. We're going to roll all the way up, hands up high. Build a cross-legged seat. Hands go wide, halfway between vertical and horizontal, close to a fist. Stretch your knuckles away from your heart. Open your thumbs. Peel your palms open. Keep your fingers bent. And a whisper, ha. Keep the breath. Close your mouth. Close your eyes. And go lightly. Go lightly. If you were speaking, would you be shouting? Have a breath that is the kindest of whispers. Soften your face, soften the breath. But the breath is an invitation to dissolve the sensation that you are alone in any way. That you are emptying out of yourself a division between you and the light and guidance that is the center of your life. Christmas. Soften the shoulders, soften the face. Five, 4, 3, 2, hands up. From here. Inhale up, hold the breath. And widen down. Good. And we will gently contain this. Find your inhalation. And just pause the breath. Heart comes up, chin comes in, and then lift the pelvic floor. Anus, sex organs gather together like you're closing a bag at the top and the bottom, and feel it build, and then release. Soften. No gripping, no holding. Find your inhale. Hold. Heart up, chin in, stay. Mula Bandha is at the base. Release your pelvic floor. Release your throat. We go one more time. No force, just breathing in. Pause. Close the top. Lift the pelvic floor, anus, sex organs, elevate toward the navel as though embracing the energy, and then release. In this way, we're stabilizing what we've begun, making ourselves safe and sound. You may do it or you may not, it's up to you. But those moments with the bind are fortifications so that our practice can go further without disruption to our sense. Heels out, shake out the feet, shake out the knees, and heels wide. Hands up high. Turn to the right and hands down, fold. Inhale up. Turn to the left, hands down, fold. Ah! Inhale up, exhale down. So, riding horseback with my girl. I am feeling this. So the support of your hands is useful here. As your body opens, walk your hands further forward towards your heels. Good. As you're ready, the hands stay high, arms beside the ears, folding. As you're ready, that fold grows, the hands on either side of the foot. Take your time. Take by the river. Eyes closed, body steady, building neutrality. One more, each side, and then bringing it up tall and hands wide. So your heart goes forward and your seat goes back. Inhaling up, exhale, inhale, good. Chest is broad. Work your fingertips inside the thighs, a little bit of support. Toes stay up. As you can, hands closer to your heels. The next step, hands on shins. So you'll feel that the back body, the muscles along the sides of your spine have to do more work. We're past halfway, so the full kriya fingertips fit through your big toe and your second toe. And your thumb holds the fingernails of those first two fingers. Inhale up, exhale down. But there are many steps to that. And recognizing and using those steps will allow the full posture to open. So I just want you to know it's here. And then hands back on shins. And just feel how the pose opens when you put your hands back on your shins. We want the pose to breathe. That we're not so pulled forward that it's impossible. Even putting hands on the floor again to feel what that support means. Then you know how to find your way in. Which one of these has enough movement and enough support that you can breathe. That the energy can move through your legs, your back, your arms. 3, 2, 1. upright. Build a cross-legged seat. Hands on thighs. And make a circle. Feel that circle through the seat, but also feel how the spine goes up through the mid-back, through the heart. Crown of the head stays tall. And reverse. Three. And again, finding center, inhaling, pausing. Heart up, chin in. Lift the pelvic floor, navel draws back. It's as though you're gathering the base and the top. And then release the base, release the top. Inhale. Heart comes up, spine tall, tuck of the chin. Lift the pelvic floor. So you're just containing what you've made. And release, soften. And one more, inhale. Hold, pause. Lifting the pelvic floor, navel back. Find the base. Stabilize the foundation. Elevate the heart. Lengthen the neck. And then release. Good. Hands on shins. Going forward, going back. Going forward, going back. So the top of my head stays steady, and the movement comes from my hips. Any tension in the low back? It's a great way to get it through. Inhale forward, exhale back. It's like a little collapsing and then rising. So that we know we can fall apart. Falling apart's totally cool, as long as we know we're going to get back up. You are both. You are all of it. Let your physical body change. We go. It's a good idea. That ideally, as you go, you're feeling heat through the muscles between your navel and your pubic bone. That the front and the back of the body are both actively working evenly. Changing sides. Good. Shins down, setting a block between your heels, or if kneeling is not a plan, then you will sit on a chair. With your thighs parallel, your pelvis can move more freely, and so the movement of your spine goes all the way up to the chest. Eyes closed. It all depends on what you've been doing recently. See what you can do. And then just let it be what it's going to be. In the next 30 seconds, you are so steady. If it's small, let it be small. That's right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Find neutral. Inhale, heart up, chin in, pause, lift the pelvic floor. Just feel yourself catch and hold, and then release. Notice this. It's a breath in. Pause the breath, feel it build in the chest, lightly gathering, lifting the pelvic floor. Anus, sex organs, navel draw towards each other, and then you release. A last time, finding the inhale. Heart up, chin in, pause. To release. And be still and just feel how that works for you or not. And come to stand. Doing these 40 days of sequencing. Doing the same thing again and again. And the more that you practice, the more access you have to the energy in your body. I want us to be safe. And I'm not with you in person, so I'm building a little bit more of reinforcement into what we're up to. Fingertips to the shoulders. Inhale, turning left. Exhale, turning right. And this way you can practice day after day, feeling the effects accumulate, but also building a scaffold. Eyes closed. Turn from the navel. Three, two, one. Inhale, hands up. And just widen down and feel the space both within you and beyond you, right to your fingertips. Dissolve the illusion of this body as the only representation of you, and begin to know that this field, fingertip to feet, 4.5 feet in all directions, this is you. Let it get larger. Fingertips to the shoulders. Elbows come up, elbows go down. Inhale up, elbows down. Good. Soften the skin around your eyes, the movements of your lips and your jaw. What are you carrying in there? What are you so sure of? What are you so unsure of? The shoulders soft. When you're ready, elbows go up, all the way up, until the backs of your hands may meet behind you. Open from the elbow to the armpit, the backs of the arms. Woo! Down the sides of the body, all the way into the length of your feet, from the heels to the toes. Belong. Belong in all of it. There's no part of you where you are not allowed to go. Open your back. Open your breath. Open your belly. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands up. Interlace your fingers. Come down the center. Inhale up and down. You are all this energy. The impulse to move your physical body travels as electricity through your nervous system. Your senses report back from the surface to the center with electricity. Pass neuron to neuron. You are a being of electricity. Inhale up, exhale down. That electricity surrounds you as a field, as an aura, as an atmosphere. Moving your arms through this charge reestablishes that field of electrons around you. Which means that your physical body, is giving more direction and more activation to you. This auric body, this field, this projection, this protection. You become more articulate in what surrounds you. Your space, your job, your clothes, your textures, your choices, your expressions, the company you keep. Charge it all right here, from here. 3, 2. Hands up high. Inhale. 3 more sips. Fill the collarbone. Pause so much taller. And widen out to the side. Exhale. Palms face forward. Hands coming down. The pranic body. The aspect of you that carries this life force through you and beyond you. It is organized the way your nervous system is, the way your blood vessels are. Smaller, thinner at the periphery, gathering, thicker tributaries to 2 central passageways up the front and up the column of the spine. The pranic body carrying your life force. This is you. All of it, to a seat. hands to thighs, we begin to realize how complex, how rich we are. Left shoulder up, right shoulder down. Right shoulder up, left shoulder down. All the ways in which we can communicate with ourselves and one another, our past and our future. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Close your eyes. Find the subtlety, the essence of you. Move in a way only you could move. And then change the breath, inhaling right, exhaling left. Stay in the breath, stay in the rhythm, stay in the body. You are still more than your body. You are still that field that surrounds you. Can you feel all of it at once? Can you be all of it at once? Both shoulders up, inhale, and down, exhale. Three, two, one, and sit tall. Turn your chin left and right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Close your eyes and be tender here. Feeling up into the way the spine meets the skull. The way your spinal cord becomes your brainstem. And at that meeting point, pituitary gland, pineal gland, hypothalamus, these master glands. Inhale right, exhale left. Balancing our physiology, our moods, our body temperature, our sex drive, the rate at which our cells divide to the center. I am all this. I am all this. And from all this, we take action. Right, Suk? We take action. And so your frog can be done on your back, right? The way we warmed up with the strap behind the backs of your knees. Your frog can be done with your hands on blocks. Your frog can be done with your feet on the floor and your hands on the floor. So we're going to start to find which frog is the one that allows me to feel I am myself. My body, my bones, my blood, my energy, and that field far beyond. So if our body is trying so hard that we can't find the larger aspect of ourselves, we need to back out. Toes turn out, heels turn in, hands to the floor or to a chair or on blocks, or you're lying on your back. As you bend your knees, your heels pull up. Press your heels together. Toes turn out, knees turn out. Inhale, hips up, heels up, look back. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, hips down. Put it all together. Rocking your weight into your hands. Can you find the circularity of the gesture? The rise and the fall, the inhale, the exhale. Just stay neutral. It'll build a charge. And just for the last 6, let it quicken. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit it down. Right in the middle of your bolster. Hey, Sook. Come here, baby. Get away from that. Come here. Nope. I know. You're wonderful. Don't do that. Don't do that. Good girl. Drop your knees towards the right. Sorry, your knees to the left, your right knee down, and your right hand high. Let's circle through the wrist, elbow, shoulder of the right hand, right knee down. Reaching out. If you choose, reach back, catch the top of your foot, right knee down. And change sides, knees wash. Good. Left knee down, left hand high. Moving the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder. Reach there or reach back, catching the top of the foot, send your left hip forward. Open it all. And then center. Building a cross-legged seat. And I'm going to ask that you get an extra layer. Either for your shoulders, and join me for the mantra, we'll do 11 minutes. Or an extra layer, and rather than the mantra for 11 minutes, do the mantra for 3, but stay with us in your Shavasana. So that our practice, all of us, is extended just this morning, just this moment, just these extra 10 minutes. So pause your playlist where you're at. And establish yourself for Leya Yoga, this mantra. That way, as you sit, you won't be hampered by the sensation of this good, warm, active body growing cooler. You won't tense up through the joints, through the knees and the hips. So I tend to use something around, I know it's your favorite blanket, around my hips and around my knees. And it does make you very cozy and very appealing to the fur people of your house. Leya Yoga is an opportunity to remind ourselves, I am this. To reassure when all other thoughts may be clamoring to tell us otherwise. Right? When we forget. Ekonkar, the maker and the made are one. That which made you, you are this. Any distress, disregard, any sense of weakness or flaw you may feel in yourself, you are feeling that which made you is also flawed, which is not so. Satanama, there are cycles to all things. A birth, a life, a death, a return. We will never take the same form over and over, but we will return in various forms, in forms that are needed. In all ways, we are participants. Siriwahe Guru, I am so grateful for this teaching. May it be so. With me, I will tell you at 3 minutes. If you choose, that might be your practice, or with me for 11 minutes, just to feel it, just maybe you've never done an extended chant. Just so simple. Feel the repetition in your body. Feel the safety. Akongara Satanama Siriwa Hey Guru. 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 So continuing on, the 11 minutes, we will go 8 minutes more. I will tell you also at 7 minutes, if that's just enough. So this is 3. Sit with this sensation. Rest in Shavasana when you're ready, or continue on. Ekonkara Satanama Sirivaha Hey Guru. 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 7 minutes. Ekonkara Satanama Sirivaha Hey Guru. 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 Ekonkara Satanama Sirivaha Hey Guru Akankara 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 Satanama Sirivaha Hey Guru. One more. Akankara Satanama Sirivaha Hey Guru. Eyes closed, heart high. Feel. You've built a current of sound, a sound current through your body. And as the body lives through time, this sound current will travel through time, cartography through place, space. Feel the full sense of yourself all the way, 4.5 feet in all directions. An orb of light. The roar of joy that set the worlds in motion is reverberating in your body, reverberating in the space between all bodies. Beloved, listen. The roar of joy that set the worlds in motion is reverberating in your body and the space between all bodies. Beloved, listen. If you are in Shavasana, take your hands overhead. Draw your knees to your chest. Make your way to your right side. Give yourself 3 full breaths. Opening the back of your body and moving with patience and care. To return upright to your seat. We meet here, hands reaching wide and high. The palms together, the thumbs to the forehead center. I am this, Sat Nam. This is my truth. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, beloveds. Sat Nam. Have a fantastic Sunday. A wonderful November. Rabbit, rabbit. Stay safe. Stay safe. A last note. We're building to an auspicious, a momentous day, our elections here. If you feel out of sorts, wacky, thrown around, unsettled, sweep wide, interlace your fingers, all of them, and straighten your arms. And this will gather the sides of you into the center of you. Your seat down, feel it, you can try it now. Interlace your fingers, bringing the palms towards each other. Bev, if you can't get your hands overhead, do it where you can, arms out straight. If you need to, hold your elbows. And then you just close your eyes. You breathe in for 4, pause for 4, and out for 4. As you make space, you go in for 6, pause for 6, out for 6. As you make space, in for 8, pause for 8, out for 8. This is for the neutral mind. Doing this for between 1 and 3 minutes. When you feel settled, you release your hands wide and you come back down. The breath will calm your nervous system. Your heart rate will slow. The clear structure of your body will give you a container you can trust. You are safe here. And we will see what comes. Use your voice. Thank you so much for your practice. Soul Soil, I will hear from you in 15 minutes. The Zoom link is at the bottom of our Soul Soil page on the website. Click there. And I will meet you. I will meet you. Can't wait to talk to you. Sat Nam. Manque, you are welcome. Good to see you. Hello, Sue. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, San Francisco and Minnesota. Bringing it in. Much love.